Okay, so I have a confession to make. I did initially do a drawing video yesterday, and I thought it would be really cool, really clever to have some music in the background. However, I overestimated the volume of the music, so now in the original video, you can't hear me talk. It's just music blasting just really loudly. You occasionally hear my muffled um, speech in the background. So I'm doing this again, but we're gonna pretend this is the first time that I've done a drawing video. And yes, here we go. Again, but not again, because this is the first time I've done it. What is now hopefully be less and ahhing, because I've already done something like this before. So I'd have to have some ideas. So I like to warm up, as you should for most things. So I just kind of draw whatever really, whatever popped into my brain. Normally it's just kind of boxes, because boxes are cool, or these wavy lines. I suppose for me it's just more so about. Oh yeah, FYI, I'm not good at drawing. I'm terrible. I really, yeah, no, don't come to me for drawing advice. You'll see when I start drawing people that I have a long ways to go, put it politely. Um, yeah, just kind of drawing boxes. I like to have like a two-stroke rule. Oh, it's frozen. In which I think mostly for keeping the canvas or keeping the drawing in general just kind of clean and not terrible, that I limit myself to. Oh, there's a good book. I limit myself to two strokes, like kind of like that. One, two, one, two. I mean, sometimes I do one perfectly good one. I just go over it with a second one for no reason, aside to just cause mental pain and anguish. But yeah. So normally maximum two, maybe three, very maybe. Um, I just practiced squares and circles are the two 3D shapes I practice the most, mainly because they're the ones I see or could be applied the most. Um, I think it's always good to break things down into smaller, more manageable pieces. Um, I did computer science, and there's a concept of decomposition, and that's basically what it is breaking down tasks into smaller, more manageable stuff. You're decomposing it. Wow. Um, but it's just like when you break down, leave a reference, suppose you want to break it down and then kind of break more details as things get more complicated. I'm getting distracted. So normally I like to draw, um, or maybe focus on figures and faces. I think because I think they're quite fun to draw. and then the ones that I struggle to draw the most. So I just basically, yeah, I just practice reading. Um, I just go into Pinterest. Actually, I think that's quite good to show you what I do. Um, so I start with the head, which we start with a circle. That's supposed to be the head, and then you split that in half. I don't think that's really half. This is half, and then you extend that down, and then the jaw can, I suppose, change. I've never really, I can't make the jaw symmetrical. Maybe I could use the mirror tool, but and the hairline, I don't know. This I something I learned manually, or I suppose kind of borrowed. I can't remember where, but when you're drawing hair, you do like a mini cylinder. Mostly that is not. That was a terrible line. Do that again. Actually, well, this is supposed to be guy. So, do you know what? Let me start again. So you're gonna have face and uh, that should be about the same as the halfway length. And here's a very big, strong jaw. That's my Arnold impression. Apologies to anyone who had to enjoy that. That was funny on my head. Yeah, right about that. And then you have two shoulders for the arm, and then you have a line of action. There's not even like, oh my god, I did pretty decent yesterday. And then the arms, they just kind of do like that. They do a thing like that, and then the chest should be one head tall roughly, kind of, and then you have a smaller bit, which I suppose would be oops, the waist. That's the same. That's the same height, but the length you can't see my hands. But like this should be able to overlap with this, but the second bit is thinner. This should extend out a bit more. So like in a woman, this is kind of where the hourglass would be, like where it would go from the shoulders, it would go in like that, and then back out again, roughly. Um, and then I don't draw a box. However, I did see this morning or just now someone use a triangle and then go like this, which may actually potentially be a better method. And the legs should be kind of like that. It should be about the same height as the. Okay, that's a lot better than what I drew yesterday. What I drew yesterday was an abomination. He was scaring, and it's like, oh, hang on, I've got to define the arms as well. Um, I'm not following my two-stroke rule very well. I'm being a big hypocrite. Um, there we go. It's pretty. It's pretty thick. He's got the thick, pretty chunky legs. He's a chunky monkey. That's how I draw figures. I'm not very good at it. It's pretty evident. Um, However, I should practice. Um, I draw a woman now. I draw a smelly female, which is more of the same. In ways, I don't really draw them that differently, aside from obviously the woman has a more hourglass shape, and when it comes to the jaw, it's slightly like sharper. This man has Good grief. That is not. This one will just draw a V shape like that because at least it's proportional or like symmetrical. Um, okay, I have to do. Mm, so I mainly actually it should be a bit thinner because women are don't know, naturally has broad shoulders. That's just that's just logic. No, I'm not really. I'm tired. I've been staying up late too many times. Every time I say I'm gonna sleep, I always find a way to stay up, and I just don't sleep. No, I was up early because I had to. Our Wi-Fi was being bad, so then I waited for the Wi-Fi man to come, and he fixed it, thankfully. I'm a, so I'm 100% with it today. We'll be waving, I think. This is my definitely real girlfriend waving at me. Just a massive head. Good grief. And it kind of comes down like that, and then it reaches to wider, make the big triangle bigger. Like kind of like that, I suppose. Something like that. Um, this line, you see these lines, I don't know why I do them because I know I can never get them in the center. So then I've just basically, effectively, like here, I've just overlapped them. Um, but yeah, I need to practice more. I need to do it a lot. I watched a lot of art to YouTubers. Um, See if it would make more sense for a woman to have these thicker thighs, but then now they both have thick thighs. So yeah. What on earth have I drawn? Good grief, that is not. Um, it's just the lower half. Okay, alright, I'm gonna get rid of all this. She's getting amputated. The lower half has to go. Kind of like that. Okay. I don't really have a defined style. I think it's mostly just kind of. I suppose anatomy and poses should be realistic or grounded in realism. Not so much to in some way, and so I suppose that's what I'm going for with this. No, two straight. One, two. I think I tend to use. Okay, these legs are a lot better. She is way less, just kind of thick than that guy there. Really, I don't draw any hands as well because I don't like drawing hands. But if you were to force me, if you put a gun to my head and said draw hands, I would start off with. I'll just look at my hand. In all fairness, see, why even bother with references? You know, why even bother? Because you usually have a body yourself. You know, but the okay. Hands was kind of for anatomy. I watched Draw Like a Sir a lot, and then just practiced. Um, what art people? So I watched Draw Like a Sir, I watch. I don't think I'm saying this right. Picats, or something like that. But she's really good. She's good artist videos. So if any of them wanted to choose me, mm, or make fun of me, so that should be about the same. And then if I'm looking at this is the right hand, so this is the middle finger, so this is the longest. We'll go up there. This is the fourth or ring finger. I'm not kind of high. This is the little pinky, and this is the index finger. Do you know what? This is actually way better. What I did yesterday was terrible. Like that, we'll go up, loop that around. This is what, and that's the thumb. Thumb. That's sign it. Um, that's my signature. So yeah, so that's the male versus female. Um, they have no hands because this person here is called Frank, and his hands left him because Frank he was too kinky. He just really loved freaky stuff, and the body just couldn't handle it. So just this is left. The hands were the first. His feet as well. How'd I go with feet? Um, uh, I just well, that's supposed to be going out like that. Something I don't know why I do the cross section, but sometimes you can use like triangles, I guess. I mean, feet are here. I don't have a foot. I don't have a foot fetish. I wouldn't know. You know, the deep dive in. If you draw feet in all offense, you probably do have a foot fetish. You're just freaking out that. There's no shame in that. More power to you. It's just thing for me. So next is the kind of more. I drew a head before, but I suppose this is the more. Well, it's not even more detailed. Basically, just draw a circle. I use the Loomis method again by draw like as suggested, a very wonky circle, and I draw. So this kind of circle here indicates from like the side of the chest, side of the head to the first eyeball. An eyeball that becomes in section two. You get the like that and there. It has an eye, and then that's kind of roughly it. That's not a very good one, but that's a general idea, at least for me. Because this is more so. I mean, nobody's watching right now because I'm recording it. But if you are watching it in the near or far future, youngins, or old ones, I don't know, which old people watch me. But well, I did kind of like front view. I did before, but just kind of something like this. And then you can draw heads from different angles. So, uh, uh, this the circle, semicircle, I suppose, would dictate how oh, does it keep changing the hand tool? I guess okay. But as was I saying, the little circle bit indicates like this bit here. It shows how much the face has turned. Also, spoiler, don't use me as like tutorial or to learn, because honestly, I'm just learning. And then most people are like, wow, why am I always learning? But this is like, I'm not the teacher. I know just as much as, or probably less. I draw quite round faces, I feel like. Mine are like very smooth. I don't know the definition of the cheeks here. And then we'll try, yeah, we'll do something like this. Whee. So that's that. But then you can draw heads from different angles as well. So you can get like, I think what was the first one I did? So that, which wasn't great. So if I do like, I don't know, so like that. If I just draw that here, and then that would go like, and that way, and then like that, I suppose. And then you've rotated the head. Ooh, from one little circle. Isn't that cute? Um, I think that was really it. Mm, I mean, there's nothing else I really want to show. I'm not really good at drawing landscape. This is an individual tree. That's a tree. I don't think I'm very good at art, like inherently. You know, like I'm very poor with my symmetry and I suppose in general. That's why I practice to get better and to fulfill a dream. I'll become a Hokage one day. I don't want to draw boxes. They're kind of the one thing I'm confident in, slightly. But then again, I always use value shoot points. I see no reason why not to. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot. Ugh. It's the weight of my sins for drawing Kinky Frank. It draws on me. Okay. Um. Yeah, I haven't got much else to say. What's the input really? This is more so. I mean, I don't. People will watch, but at least for me, it's just nice to verbalize my thoughts. I keep like a video diary, I guess. I keep a normal diary, but this is uh, ah, I don't know. Maybe my future lies in the internet. I'll be destined to have everything I want. Um, hmm. Yeah, I suppose I'm gonna quit it there because I'm yawning. So all you ever hear is just me yawning. I don't have much to offer. you know, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Just kind of. Oh, Dribblings as well. That's kind of but yeah, thank you. This is a short one. I had to. Oh, I didn't say. I mean, I would like to have done a drawing thing. It would have been quite fun. However, I did this today because my PC got a virus, and so I had to reinstall Windows, and that uninstalled all of my games, including Resident Evil 4. Hence why I'm drawing today. I will try and do more. I think I'll probably regret not doing more. Um, over this past week, you were just something every day. I mean, I'm happy because I was debating not doing something today, but I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put my hat in the ring I doubt much will come to it. Maybe if I keep saying I doubt much will come to it, that'll be my life. Um. Yes. Okay. Right. I'm gonna call it. This is. Thank you for watching. Frank would say hi, but he's lost his hands. He would wave goodbye, and his. I don't know. I don't know what to say. What's this woman called? Francine, who also doesn't have any hands. Why she doesn't have any hands? They. I don't know. You weigh that out for yourselves. You can if someone stumbles upon this and somehow watched it. Does it say how long I've been recording? No, it doesn't. Well, yeah, if someone stumbles upon this and they reach this far, and they ignore my yawnings and rhymings in the video, comment on take the link. Just I don't know, make an educated guess. Let me start over. I'm not gonna edit this because I'm too lazy. But if someone stumbles upon this is Kinky Frank. His hands left him because he was just too freaky and too kinky. And this, we don't know who this is. So you can make up your own backstory. Nothing weird, nothing sus. Um, yeah. Thank you. And thank you and good night. Well, it's like mid of the day, or whatever. But thank you for watching. Um, yeah.